today with Rebecca Mendoza with Keller Williams, and then we also have Jeff Hunter with Real Pro Advantage, right?
That's correct.
All right, just making sure I get that right.
Got to get it right.
And well, you guys get it right. That's why we
right.
have you on the show. And this is, we actually speak from personal experience. Just so you know, we do not pull a name out of a hat every week. We research really, really hard.
Did I just run into you guys on the street?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you do? Yeah. And speaking of what he does, I mean, these guys are experts, and we really research, and we know personally that they do a great job. We interview them ahead of time. We find out more about them, and we absolutely love, Rebecca, your energy. Oh, my heck. Your buyers and sellers must just love working with you.
Yeah, usually. And sometimes they might say, can you tone it down a little bit?
No way. They want energy. They want somebody that wants to go after it. I know when I hire somebody, there's no way I went, okay,
that's right.
Go to the freezer, get the box. No way, man. Get after it for me. And I know you do that. You love what you do.
For sure.
You ask the right questions. And then you team with great guys like Jeff and Amy. And Jeff, I mean, you've been in the industry 17 years. Amy stole you from the dark side, did she not?
She absolutely stole me from the dark side. I came from the background similar to you two in the lending business.
Sorry about that, by the way.
Yeah, that's okay. But it was subprime. It was easy back then.
Okay. Oh, that's a 4-letter.
Ouch! The dark side.
Luckily we didn't do subprime, but yeah, I know a lot of people hate that word.
Yeah,
but you were in the lending industry and also in the servicing industry,
correct.
Which basically means that he was the one that helped decide whether a bank was going to short sell or not, correct?
That's correct. We had thousands of investors working. We worked alongside with. We were delegated to make the decision on the file coming in, what the investor was to get, what they were to net from the sale of the transaction, and we basically in and out.
Yeah, and these are the people that we worked with on the more you work with on a daily basis. Is that you have to? Someone's going to ultimately make that decision, right?
That's right.
You're gonna get an offer on your home if you're doing a short sale. The realtors are going to package it. You and Amy are going to help assist the realtors to get it structured appropriately.
Correct.
To make sure that it gets accepted. And having that knowledge from being on
it's
the
like
other
an
side.
IRS agent knowing what they're looking for.
Yeah, in fact,
you got insider information again.
In fact, a lot of people work with enrolled agents for that reason. Is they're people that have worked for the IRS. They're people that know the backside. And when you know that side of the industry, it's a lot easier to make sure that things look the way that they're supposed to look when they go in.
Correct. Yeah, I'm convinced, where I am at now, and I can't say enough about working with Amy. I worked with her in processing transactions on the other side with the bank. There is nobody else I would ever go work for.
There's a nice compliment. You could have chosen to work with many.
Yeah, I could have stayed with the bank.
How many negotiators? You worked with thousands of negotiators.
Sure.
You chose to work with Amy.
Absolutely.
There's a good thing. And what's nice is the Becca Squared team decided to work with Amy as well.
That's right. I actually was working. Amy was negotiating short sales for me before she created Real Pro. I've been working with her for a long time with an investor. That's how I met her. I was representing an investor buying properties, buying short sales, and she was the primary one who got it done. And she's just, I think she's responsible for a lot of my business success. And thank you, Amy.
Well,
so let's briefly talk about that, because we talked a little bit about teams, right? And everybody here is on a team, and the reality is we talked about it is impossible as an individual to provide the service that we envision for our clients today in this marketplace as a sole proprietor.
Right. I think that a lot of times in realtors or lenders, if they're a sole person, they have to be a jack of all trades. And then, of course, the end of that story.
They're jack of none?
Master of none.
Yeah, there we go.
So I definitely, I work with Rebecca, my other half, who literally is my other half. We're interchangeable, but I could not do any kind of business without.
Was anybody not named Becca?
That's right, and that's
We're
something
thinking about
that
changing
was
our name, actually.
And I was actually going to request that of you to keep working with me, is to change your name to Rebecca. But the fact that we're available for our clients as much as we are, because no one can work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Some people try, but you can't.
Right.
And our clients need us when they need us, and therefore when we work as a team, there's someone always there to look after their interests. And then again, talking about that master of a trade, I have my role that I do really well. Rebecca's got her role that she does really well.
Very
And when
important.
it comes to our negotiating, then we pass it over to Jeff, who, I know with all my heart I don't have to micromanage, which I tend to do, and I know it's going to get done. I'm very hands-off when I know Jeff and Amy are on the case.
Yeah, it's absolutely critical to find people that you trust, that you know are going to be able to handle something as well, if not better than we would.
Right.
Because they can focus on it 100%, they can train on one subject 100%,
Right.
and they could just be an absolute master of the one trade.
Good point. And if you just tuned in, you're tuned into the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. And we are here with Rebecca Mendoza and Keller Williams right here in Santa Clarita. And Jeff Hunter with Real Pro Advantage, our short sale expert, negotiating expert, sorry.
Yep, and you can get a hold of us a few different ways. You can text Don and Gino to 72727, or you can check us out, see what's going on in the studio at donandginolive.com.
John and Gino Live, how cool. There's a
Yeah.
theme here.
Yeah.
Very cool. And, well, the theme of our show today is working with experts, people that have teams that are here to help you in whatever facet you need, because whether it's buying a home, selling a home, or just, need good advice. I mean, there's a lot of people, unfortunately, underwater. I mean, shoot, I didn't give the statistic, but there's 354 billion homes. Something like
What?
354 million. billion.
Are there billions
Yeah, all of
homes?
them.
Yeah, every home.
Yes.
Everybody.
354 million homes are distressed homes right now, meaning they're at least 90 days late. So that's a lot of people out there that are distressed. And that's a real number. It came from
That's not
Gino,
a real.
give me a
That's
high-
not a real number.
DS
There's
News.
not 354 million homes in the United States, man. There's 350 million people.
I don't know.
Anyway, lots of homes underwater. That's the point. The reality is that a lot of homes are still underwater. Things are working their way out.
$354 billion worth. Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah,
That was the number. There's that number.
that's the number.
Yeah, $354 billion. A lot of people. Like Gino said, sorry. I had to clarify. I'm like, where'd that number come from? Jeez.
You had the number right. You just didn't know what it was.
Exactly.
It's money, not houses. Yeah. So no, but the reality is there's still distress out there. And Don, you mentioned it, right? We had in our industry, we've seen a lot of distress. We've seen every single circumstance. Cindy lost her job.
Yeah.
Right. That she had
Now
for
my wife,
18
yep.
years.
18 years. See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's affected everybody, or at least if it hasn't affected you, it's affected somebody you know. And we do see that it's getting better. And one of the things that I want to mention is that in the last 90 days, I have not heard one person say to me, "I'm waiting because I think prices are going down." That conversation has left the building.
Thankfully.
It's a good point, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, because you got to combat that all the time when you're trying to do your job.
Yes.
But I like that you're honest with your clients. You tell them straight up, this is what you have to do in order to either sell your home or buy a home. And we're going to save your tricks because Rebecca has some incredible tricks up her sleeve to help you get your offer accepted during one of the lowest inventory amounts in Santa Clarita we've ever had for houses for sale.
We had a really hard time getting her to disclose these tricks. She's kind of
Well,
like,
you still might have to talk me into it a little bit. I haven't decided how much I'm disclosing. You have to. You're gonna have to call me
disclose.
or go to therebeccas.com and find out some information on your own.
How hard was it for your husband to hook you?
But you know what? Actually, he's listening, so I'll be really nice. He hooked me. He's an incredible person. So
Of course he is.
Yeah.
If he's with you, of course he is. And
That's
we're
right.
looking forward to having him on the show too, because
And
I know
he's
he's
coming.
a real estate photographer out here, just a professional photographer. Am I right?
Absolutely, yeah. And his website, laexposurephoto.com, he does a lot of homes for local realtors out here, and it, I think, does great for their business, helping people, go on the realtors' websites and stay there because his pictures are phenomenal.
Nice.
Husband plug.
Husband plug. And we're gonna do
I
some more
love you.
plugs on. We're gonna drag out Rebecca's tricks, along with Jeff's experience and how they get together. They're gonna save you money or help you sell your home or buy your dream home. When we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220.